Mahilig ka daw kayo matulog sa klase.
Oo, tama. Mataba kasi ako eh. I was loved unconditionally. But you know, the beauty about that love was really a lot of encouragement rather than being criticized na bobo tayo, hindi tayo marunong mag-aral, di ba? I'm not a competitive person. If you can build a beautiful house, you have a building, I'm happy for you. I mean, I'm not in a point wherein I'll be envious because I'm happy naman.
Sabi ng legendary investor na si Warren Buffett, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Paano nga ba natin mapapalago ang kahit kaunting pera na meron tayo para sa ating kinabukasan? Ako po si Ces Orena. Samahan ninyo ako sa aking pakikipag-usap sa tinaguriang millionaire maker na si Edward Lee, ang chairman at founder ng pinakamalaking online stock brokerage house sa Pilipinas, ang COL Financial. Dito lamang sa Usapang Bilyonaryo. You know, all of you who are watching this or who are going to watch us, you're very lucky because we will learn from the man who wants to make millionaires out of all of us. Is that an accurate description of you?
It's really because way back in the 90s, when I became a member of the Philippine Stock Exchange, and we really wanted to help build the capital market. No? So I wrote down one day and I said that we need to take charge and help people understand the importance of financial literacy. So that was the beginning of, it's an advocacy rather than anything else. No.
But you want, for instance, your aim is to make like our crew.
Yes, that's correct.
Eventually.
To understand it.
And become a millionaire. Or it's
through time, in time,
in
if they are able to have the discipline, and that's, in fact, it's really simple.
It's not impossible.
It is possible. It is possible. And that's the reason why we do this as an advocacy. The only problems, of course, is when they are ready to receive it or not. Diba? Yan yung biggest challenge natin.
Yan ang challenge natin. They should be ready to receive
Yes,
it after watching this.
Hopefully,
Okay.
naintindihan nila. Maintindihan nila.
Ayan, simulan natin. Kasi si Edward ay isang college dropout. So, I mean, you know, and now you live in one of the
Makati?
in the enclaves of the rich.
Okay, yes.
So, but I mean, college dropout. So you know of what you speak.
Yes, and that's the reason why it became an advocacy, because I work for 8 pesos a day in Equitable Computer Services. We're still working with them closely. And I was a key puncher, a verifier.
Ano yung key punch?
Key puncher. Kasi dati, di ba, you have to process. We export data to, let's say, we do the yellow page of the US, and then we put it in a disk drive.
Data encoder.
Data encoder talaga. That's what we, and then we also key punch checks. Dati wala man ng MICR eh, di ba? So I work for 8 pesos after dropping out.
8 pesos a day.
A day, yes, yes. If I can become where I am today,
right? Anyone can.
Yes, I believe that.
Exactly.
I believe that.
Kasi
I really believe that.
Kung what was your college degree?
Kasi
mahilig ka daw kayo matulog sa klase.
tama.
Tama ba yung description na nagtamad?
Mataba kasi ako eh, di ba? So it's just normal that
You're more sluggish.
Yes. And I studied industrial engineering. But I couldn't
mabigat
finish
na
it.
kurso.
Kaya nga, dapat nag-commerce lang yata ako para simple lang eh. But then I was exposed at a very young, kasi I really don't enjoy school eh. So what I did was I joined an organization. I was exposed to, it's called JA Philippines, a Junior Achievement of the Philippines. And at the age of 1972, the age of 17, 18, I was exposed to be an entrepreneur. So I was more focused on being that.
How did you become a member of that
No, it's
organization?
voluntary. We can all kids. It is really to inspire young kids to become entrepreneurs. It's still alive, very much alive today.
You had a dream of being successful, but school was not the way to achieve it for you.
Yes. I was just lucky that I was exposed and
To this
to this organization. Yes.
Organization.
Yes. Still today we're working together. It's more than 100-year-old already, and we have young kids that we compete every year, senior highs, and then I was exposed to the stock market during those periods of time.
Is it correct you were a blinds installer at one point?
No, I'm not. I was a salesman.
Okay.
We were selling wallpaper. That was after 4 years of working. Then I joined. I set up a company, a trading company, with two partners. Still today, are our partners. And we started selling wall covering. Then eventually became window covering.
And it still exists today?
Yes. 44 years.
You were not an actual installer of wallpaper, or did you have to do that to start the
Well,
business?
if we are, because when we were starting, it was difficult, right? So we have to pick up the installers in the squatter areas and bring them to the job site. And sometimes they don't
don't
cannot
show
make
up.
They show up. So we have to do it on our own. May kwento nga ako, nang nagsusukat ako, nahulog pa ako sa food elevator. What happened is I was just measuring, I was second floor. I was all alone in Santa Cruz yata. Measure, biglang ako nahulog sa food elevator.
Sa food?
Oh, yun ba may food elevator, second floor. Eh mataba lang ako, nakalusot, hindi ako nakalusot. But at the time, bata ka pa.
It would have been, you could have been
siyempre,
injured or...
Hindi naman natin naintindihan yan, di ba? So, swerte na ipit lang. Kaya tayo ulit. May kwento mga ganun ba? Maraming tayong kwento.
Because you said you wanted to be an entrepreneur from your sweldo na 8 pesos.
Yes.
Inipon.
Inipon natin. So, maliit lang naman eh. 50,000 pesos each lang naman yan eh. That's how we started.
And then the stock market came next? How did
No, I was
you...
always, di ba, I was exposed to the stock market, I think, 73 eh. Siyempre, wala tayong pera, konti lang pera natin. So you speculate on this...
Without knowing much.
Yes. And then you win, you lose. And after a while, siyempre, ubus ka rin. Kasi everybody wants to make money quick eh, di ba? Kasi bata ka pa.
So you were already doing that na
Yes,
pala
yes.
in college?
73, 74, ubus na. Kick out, work for 8 pesos a day.
What did your parents have to say about this? Because your mother is a teacher.
Yes. Walang choice eh, kasi ako lang bunso eh. Diba? So I was loved unconditionally. But you know, the beauty about that love was really a lot of encouragement rather than being criticized na bobo tayo, hindi tayo marunong mag-aral, di ba? So it was very, very fortunate. Even we were in that condition, I never felt poor. And that's very important.
You never felt poor, but you were poor?
No, we live in an apartment in Paco, and we were eventually had to move. I was 21 years old. We had to move to Quezon City with a small apartment. So my dad was a salesman and became a small shirt factory.
He has his own?
Yes,
Eventually
he had his own.
Pero nung una,
Wala, salesman lang talaga.
parang it was hard to make ends meet?
Very difficult, yes. Then my mom was a teacher. So I was taking
ano ba
a
naman ang
jeep.
sweldo ng teacher?
Yes, that's
kahit hanggang ngayon?
Yes.
Okay, so nagji-jeep kayo
Nag-jeep, nagbubus. Diba? Minsan lumalakad, pauwi. Ganun talaga yan.
dahil walang naubos na yung baon sa stock market.
Naubos. So I was really fortunate. So even though I got kicked out, my dad always, I remember my dad will always tell me, anak, hindi ka naman bobo eh. Di ba? Kung isang oras yung kasama mo, ikaw kailangan 3-4 hours just to be able to catch up.
Weren't you punished?
Never. That's why I never felt poor. Kasi, di ba? Kasi kung minahal ka, tapos hindi naman sinasabi niya mga kahirapan nila, so hindi mo alam yan, di ba?
Hindi mo alam
Hindi mo
na
alam.
hirap
mahirap
pala
pala.
sila na pakainin kayo,
Yes,
paaral. Kunyari, parang, ano ba? I mean, it must be expected. Yung tuition,
Exactly.
di ba? Hirap sila, tapos babagsakin mo lang.
Oo. Di ba? Lasal pa yung pinasukan niya ako. I was never deprived eh. That's why I always tell my children, I cannot deprive you also. But then there's a problem today. Today, may kaya tayo, di ba? So it's a different, di ba?
Exactly. So paano yun? How do you do it?
Maswerte din ako na I was able to share the values that was given to me by my parents. Diba? It's not only about us. Diba? Kasi kailangan tumingin ka sa tabi mo. Diba? Maraming mahirap din doon. So you have to work harder. You have to work hard so that you can have a purpose in life na you can also share your blessing. So building businesses was all about that. All about that. No?
Not just about making you prosperous, but others
You have
too.
to. Money is very important, no? But you need to make sure that you're doing the right thing. You have to take care of your people.
That's when you just discover the secret. I mean,
Yes,
the
the
formula.
formula of success. Don't think about yourself. You continue to just take care of your people. Your people, siyempre may malasakit yan di ba? I have so many people that have been with me for 20, 30 years na yan, Di ba? They started when they finished school, or when they finished their school, they joined me. And still today.
Hanggang nagkaanak na.
Nagkaanak na, nag-asawa,
oh.
nagkaanak. So, second generation na di ba?
Talaga yung iba.
Well, malapit na.
You have a policy naman na okay lang kung kids ng employees mo pumasok dito.
Walang problema sa atin yan.
Nangyari po ba nung una, parang kasi syempre you want to give what is due to your employees pero kapos sa payroll, tapos mangutang ka muna, pambayad, ganon. Meron bang ganong struggles?
So the exposure of the stock market, the exposure on computerization, leads me to be able to help the Manila Stock Exchange computerize. Kasi dati, 5 days, isang araw, to catch up with the transactions.
You know, many of them are women. Ang daming babae.
Minsan lalaki dyan.
There are more women,
Of course.
Why is that? Good. Kaya pala ang galing ng paglaki ng COL. Powered by women. Nangyari po ba nung una? Parang kasi syempre you want to give what is due to your employees pero kapos sa payroll, tapos mangutang ka muna, pambayad, gano'n. Meron bang ganun struggles?
Mas swerte lang ako na nakakalusot ako. No? Because ganito yan when you are building a business, you need to understand na kumikita ka, pero syempre, pag bata ka, you want to continue to roll it, di ba? You invest in this, invest in that. Tayo naman, what we do is, we try to control our growth. It's called controlling the growth. Kasi pag, let's say, kumikita ka, akala mo, tuloy-tuloy na yan.
Pwede ka nang mag-expand.
Yes. When you expand too fast, syempre, may guhit din yan, di ba? Yung negosyo. I mean, alam mo naman Pilipinas, maraming crisis, di ba?
Yeah.
So, every time that there's a crisis, the interest rate goes to 20-30%. Kung umutang ka, delikado ka talaga So, that's what I did.
So, ang ini-invest sa stock market, walang utang. Kailangan money that
that you set aside.
That you, na pwede ka mag-survive ng...
Yes. That's kaya sa stock market investing, it's all about just allocating 10-20% of what you make, itinatabi mo yan
And you should always have savings.
Emergency fund.
You use your emergency fund to invest in the
No.
stock market? Kunyari, minimum wage earner. Kaya ba?
Kaya.
500, wala pang 600 a day yon.
So sabi mo, 50 pesos, tatabi ka ng 10%, 50 pesos.
A day?
A day.
Okay.
So magkano
Sige.
na yan?
Times
30, 1,005. In a year, 20 plus thousand. For example, pupunta ako ng Starbucks, di ba? So kilala ako, short Americano. Pagkasama ko yung daughter ko, hot cup of water lang yan. Di ba? Tapos pupunta sa tabi, lalabas na yung 3-in-1 niya. So nakatibi ka ng 100 pesos, di ba? Kung 100 pesos, 3,000 pesos.
Papayagan ka ba sa Starbucks na
Siyempre,
magdala ng...
kilala naman ako dun
You mean yung daughter mo, bibigyan mo lang ng 3-in-1?
Hindi, siya ang may gusto, hindi ako.
Because
Gusto
sinabi
niya
mo
talaga
sa kanya?
No. Yan ang ginagawa niya. Kaya, di ba? So, kung nagtatabi ka ng pera...
Saan mo itatabi? Yun nga, kasi baka mamaya maengganyo ka, di ba? Na
Normal yan.
bili ng sneakers
Yes,
or
yes,
alam mong
yes.
mga the
Tama
late.
na, tama.
Oo, di ba?
Kailangan, nagtatabi ka muna bago mo gastusin yung luho mo. So, income, save muna. then you expense. Kasi pag income, expense muna, wala kang masasave.
So when you started, ilan ang investors?
When we started the business in 1999 for COL Financial, January 2006. Listed kami July eh. We had only 272 customers.
And these were big. They were
No.
capital.
Pangmasa talaga. The high net worth people not, siyempre, bago lang tayo, di ba?
Sino ka?
Di ba? Maswerte lang ako. Pinayagan ako at that time, si Francis Lim of the PSC. Kasi kilala ako, kasi I've been serving the Manila Stock Exchange and the Philippine Stock Exchange as the head of the computer committee. Kasi I needed the listing so that I can build a brand, di ba? Parang at least parang malaki ka na, but in perception. But in reality, we were just starting.
You only had 272
customers in January.
Na ang minimum investment at the time
was higher, 25,000.
20. Ngayon, 1,000 pwede
1,000
na.
pwede na.
Okay, ngayon, ilan na po?
We have about almost 500,000 customers after 17 years. No? Still a long way to go. The Philippine capital market investors is mga 1.23% lang eh. Maliit lang pala eh.
Ng population.
Ng population. So if 100 million, so 1 more than a million accounts open.
If you would compare us to our neighbors, kunyari, let's just say Thailand, Malaysia,
Vietnam, Indonesia.
How do we compare? In terms of, those who...
It's the same.
Same.
Same. Mga emerging markets takes time talaga. That's why just building an online platform takes time talaga. Maswerte lang ako kasi I used to work for a computer center. So may tao talaga ako. Then when I became the computerization chair, may tao rin ako dun sa PSC.
Why were you in the computer business?
No, I was not. What happened is when I became a member of the Manila Stock Exchange, I was in the exchange. My office is the exchange.
You had a seat.
You had a seat. I said I was computerized kasi I used to work for Equitable Computer Services eh. So pinaprocess
yung data encoder, may katuturan pala.
I
mean, it led
you
to
yes.
understand.
Well, at least we understand that with the need of computerization. So the exposure of the stock market, the exposure on computerization leads me to be able to help the Manila Stock Exchange computerize eh. Kasi dati 5 days, isang araw to catch up with the transactions eh.
Were you ahead of Makati? No.
Yes, we were ahead
In computerization.
in their computerization. Pero siyempre Makati 1 year later bought a Rolls Royce. Kami nasa jeepney pa kami, di ba? Mas mayaman ng Makati. So they were able to buy from in the Chicago board platform. And then there were 2 systems that were running, Manila and Makati. So when I became the chairman, ang ginawa ko, tinapon ko yung jeepney. Hindi, yung luma. Nag-migrate na kami. That's why it became the Philippine Stock Exchange. That's why they honor me with that I was the chairman at that time to put it all together.
Did you ever feel the need to go back to school?
I tried.
Okay.
So I got kicked out in '74. The professor that I was playing bowling with, in 1976, he became the dean of commerce. So he called me, Edward, balik ka na dito. So he created a course. It's called Management of Financial Institution, MFI, Commerce, MFI. Siyempre, stock market ako, di ba? So yun, I went back to school. The problem is I finished the thesis. I couldn't finish yung mga Philippine history, Philippine government.
Yung mga
minor
required
na. Yes.
So
Thesis
you
tapos.
still don't have your diploma.
That's right.
Is this the same professor that taught you about the stock market?
Yes.
Okay.
No, it's a...
How did it begin? You said
Yes, I was exposed.
You were exposed on your own.
No. I was exposed with JA. And then one of the mentors, came from London School of Economics. In fact, I just had dinner with him last night, Leo Leandrino. I don't know if you know him. So he was the one who, he invited me to his office. Ganito. Then I look at all the chart at the back of his office. I said, what's that? Then he said, it's a stock market. And then so he gave me a book. It's called The Technical Analysis of Stock Trends. And that's...
And you read it?
Well, parang, you read it a little bit, di ba? And then eventually, you have to understand what it is. So then I started investing.
At the age of 17, 18, no?
18.
So there was never any compulsion to, pamper yourself, to enjoy the...
You're talking about midlife crisis, di ba?
No, no.
Oh, parang ganun, di ba?
Ah, really?
No.
No, or when you become rich.
Oh,
and
yeah,
di ba
that's
you
right.
were-
That's right. That's the reason why it's called midlife crisis. Eh. Ngayon, it's even worse. May quarter crisis na tayo, di ba? So these are what we call, you're looking for to make yourself happy, right? But you know, in our business, which is advocacy,
You're already happy.
we're happy, eh. Di ba? I remember what Oprah Winfrey said. Your legacy, her legacy is the people that she was able to impact. Eh. And that's the reason why we do this, di ba? It's because, I mean, we can't expect everybody to understand what we're saying. But the one or two people who basically was able to take it to the next level and was able to receive it, then it can change their lives.
And
Diba?
that's very rewarding for you.
That is very, very rewarding. I called it good for the soul. Eh.
Walang mamahaling relo.
Hindi kailangan kasi pagtingin ko, alam ko na anong oras. Eh. Diba?
Wala kayong collection ng relo?
Wala, hindi. Wala talaga. Wala nga relo eh, wala eh. I just look at the sun, I know what time is it.
So what's the most expensive thing you own siguro?
By 2007, 2008, when we saw the market coming down and we were warning people to get out, most of them did not until the 2008 deleveraging came. And then we changed the business model. The business model became a long-term investment, easy investment program that was launched, I think, somewhere in October 2008. But when we did that, that was the beginning of COL Financial. COL Financial was born basically with the intention of helping people, the masses, learn how to have that financial literacy mindset and being able to have an investment program that when they retire 10, 20 years from today, they will all be financially.
I was a young kid. Yes.
Up to now.
Up to now, now I play golf most of the time. So I wake up early morning and I walk. If not, the next day I play golf. So 3-4 times a week of playing 9 holes now just to walk. So that's what I do.
What surprised me to learn is that you're a lone golfer.
Yes.
The adage is businessmen like to play golf because they like to exchange business information or to meet people, to network. Oo.
Yes.
Pero iba kayo.
Hindi ko alam pero that's what I've been doing. I used to live in Alabang for 13 years. I did the same thing. I just walk to the golf course and just tee off. Then you'll meet people. But,
Along the way, but
along the way, yeah, you
wala
can play
kayong
together.
ka-game.
Wala yung na kailangan may partner. Kasi hirap nun Kasi you need to find his schedule. Kaya ba niya? Hindi ka. I mean, it's a lot of me. I just wake up, tee off na ako.
So you're competing against yourself.
In fact, if you look at my personality, my competition is at the bottom. I only compete with myself. I'm not a competitive person.
Wow, but that means you're constantly improving
You have to.
yourself.
You have to. Kasi as you share, right?
Yeah.
That's why
So what's your handicap? Naks, kala mo magaling sa golf, may alam.
Mga 22, mga ganun.
That's good. You have no idea.
Hindi. I'm just
Average?
Average.
Amazing, no? You're not competitive, pero you managed to build this. You're a bilyonaryo, di ba? Correct?
In paper. When you're building businesses, and you're empowering people, it's just, we don't count anymore. I mean, if you count, di ba, baka ayaw mo na magtrabaho, di ba? So we just continue to do what we do best, right? And then,
Day in, day out.
And then day in, day out.
It's not a drag, ano?
No, I'm enjoying.
You're,
Yeah. I'm about
we can
67
see.
already. Yeah.
We can see.
Yeah, because you have to love what you're doing. And when you are able to do that, then what is more than diba, happy ka, diba? And it's good for the soul also. So spiritually, you have to be strong. You have to take care of yourself.
So alam namin na mahilig kayong kumain.
Mahilig talaga.
yung pagpili ba ng restaurant, dapat parang stock market din yan?
Hindi naman. There are a lot of expensive restaurant na hindi rin masarap. Marami ring masasarap na restaurant na hindi mahal. Di ba?
Doon tayo.
Doon tayo. Di ba? Doon tayo.
Kasi minsan yung buhay mo rin nagiging komplikado pag maraming pera di ba? Kasi ang daming bahay.
Yes. It's called you have too many options. Di ba? Yan ang problema ng mga mayayaman. Parang yung mga very successful movie stars in the States. Di ba? They'll buy all this 30, 40, 50 million house. And eventually now they're selling it. Di ba? Kasi after a while, you don't need a lot of house naman. Hindi naman na kailangan Di ba?
May bahay bakasyonan ba kayo?
Maliit lang sa Tagaytay. But I bought that 25 years ago. It's still a small 3-bedroom that I have bought it early 90s. Magra-raffle pa nga kami. Di ba sa Tagaytay Highlands? So I still have that.
Okay.
I still have that. Pero yung malaking bahay sa labas, hindi na. Part of my slide when I give a talk is I show that all these professional basketball player, golfer, whatever, after 5 years of retirement, wala na silang pera. Bankrupt na sila. They don't understand what we call the 3 basic law of money natin. Di ba? That's what we teach talaga palagi. But they have to understand it. Kasi maski ganun yaman ka, pag nag-retire ka na, anong gagawin mo? Di ba? Daming mga basketball player doon, di ba? Professional NBA, they make so much money, 100, 200 million. Pero, end of the day, even movie stars, di ba? Maraming dyan na makikita mo na, because they don't understand what we call the 3 basic law of money. It's that you need to save, nagtatabi ka, you need to invest, and you need to reinvest it so that you have passive income.
Habang natutulog ka,
Yes,
may
that's right.
perang...
May pera. May
kita ka.
kumikita para sa'yo.
Hindi yung kailangan humarap ka na naman sa camera or maglaro ka ng basketball hanggang
Yes. Tumanda ka na.
ugod ka na.
Oo nga.
And many make that mistake.
Almost 90% of that make mistakes. Kasi pag malaking pera mo, malaking gastos mo.
Isn't it tiring though that what you're advocating sometimes just falls on deaf ears? Or
Ganun talaga. And that's why it has to be an advocacy. Tuloy-tuloy lang tayo. The 1 or 2% na was able to receive it, then okay na tayo eh. You cannot expect everybody to
So, do they come and do they thank you? Do they acknowledge? Really?
Yes,
Like how?
yes, yes.
What?
No, whenever we go to an event, they will thank me. Mr. Lee, thank you for for sharing this with us. I think that's more than enough. Whether they really take it to the next level, that's another story.
But I'm sure you've made many millionaires.
I don't.
You don't know.
But by being able to share this since 2005, 6,
So that's been
17
over,
years na rin eh.
Oo, 17 years. How much of your business is advocacy and how much of it is, syempre kailangan mo rin ng kliyente. Because may commission kayo, di ba?
Yes, yes,
So, can you actually say that this is driven by advocacy or driven by business?
It has to be by advocacy. Kasi marami kaming mga pumasok dito sa negosyo natin. All the big banks basically tried eh. Di ba they have what? They have millions of customers, which we don't have access. Why did they stop?
They stop ba?
They're still there, but they stopped
Because marketing it.
Marketing it. Bakit?
Yeah.
Kasi ang laki ng cost mo eh. Di ba? Kung hindi advocacy, hindi naman sustainable eh.
So, malaki yung cost mo.
Wala naman tayong sweldo eh, kaya okay lang.
Kasi kayo.
Kami, di ba? Negosyo natin, we love to do it, so it's free, di ba?
So it's advocacy,
Kaya,
not money.
Personally,
Not driven by money? But you succeeded because of it.
hindi naman natin alam na magiging successful tayo eh. Di ba? Kasi gusto lang natin to help build the capital market. So ito yung this is kaya di ba
That's
sabi
the strategy you have.
road less travel eh. Ayaw ng mga tao yan eh.
Pero yung millionaire maker, naka-attach din sa inyo eh.
Pero it was because of the other si Rose Fausto was interviewing me. So siya nagsulat doon. Pero hindi ko claim yun.
You don't claim that.
I don't
Rich
claim that.
lang. To be rich.
No, deserve
To be rich.
Hindi rich, deserve to be rich. Because if you are able to understand what we're sharing, what we're doing,
You will be.
you will become successful.
You'll be rich.
You'll be rich, yes. Not only in money, but also in life. It's a combination eh. Di ba? Kasi kung may pera ka, tapos hindi ka naman tumutulong sa other people,
it
hindi
began with a
sustainable.
belief in, because you just wanted to expand the capital market, to make people understand why it's good. But you didn't realize you will become this big.
Siyempre, hindi natin alam yan.
Well, I read na nung bagsak ang stock market, when did you start?
Palagi naman bumabaksak ang market.
Yun na nga, pagbagsak, dun ka pala talaga dapat.
Yes.
Hindi ka papasok kung kailan mataas na yung, yung
That's right,
index.
that's
Oo,
right,
na mahal.
that's right. So it's called the emotional cycle of investing.
Yeah.
Kasi normally, ang tao, pag may sale, takot. Tapos pag umaakyat, pwede
Oo
na.
nga.
Tapos doon
Too
sila
late,
bumili sa taas.
too late pala.
That's right.
Go when there's blood on the streets.
That's what they all say, di ba?
Is that correct?
Buy when there's blood in the street.
So why are you still going to Indonesia?
I
Why
went
the
there.
expansion?
We are now participating. Tayo nag-i-invest sa Indonesia. Iba na.
So
Bumaliktad na.
investment ito.
Yes.
Exactly explain.
Investing, meaning
You open the
we open an
have a
account with
seat.
them. No.
You're
not
buying.
seat. We're buying from, we open an account with a broker, online broker, and then we are now participating. Oo, kasi, syempre,
Because you see the growth. You
we
see the
growth.
potential.
Yes, huge potential. So we are in US. It's a different business. It's not under COL.
Right.
It's under
This
CTS
is where you're
Global.
investing.
Yes,
And
yes.
who is overseeing this?
That's my kids. My children are the one running that business.
So they are investing in markets where they see
Potential.
Oo.
So the US, Hong Kong, Indonesia, Japan. So they're as long as they feel that there's some opportunities,
Yeah.
they go there.
Okay.
Yes.
What listed?
CTS Global. That's the
That is what listed.
That's a global trading proprietary trading group. But it's not for customer. It's really for we raise the capitals and then we start deploying where the opportunity to do well to make money.
So we should invest in CTS Global.
We don't promote also. We don't do that. I've never promoted COL, CTS, or even
Global.
KLO.
Why?
We don't, because if people buy your stock and they lose money, they will say bad things about you. So we never hard sell the business.
Why the need to list?
Because if you list, then you have to make sure that you structure it properly. There's governance, and people are watching you. So when people are watching you, you have to have that discipline. I believe that if I did not list COL, there's no COL today.
How much was the public float? How much of the...
We were able to raise 1.3 billion pesos.
That's a lot of money.
Swerte nga eh. They didn't even read my prospectus. I was joking. Is it a successful IPO? I said, definitely. They gave me 1.3 billion without understanding what we do. But it's because of the track record we had in COL, di ba? Kasi COL, in a way, from 1 peso, it's now 35 pesos. It's 10 cents, we changed the par. So that's what's 35 times growth, di ba?
It's a vote of confidence in you.
That's correct. That's correct. Because they believe that we will do the right thing. Sometimes we can be wrong, but at least, di ba, honest to goodness, we try our best to perform. No? Di ba? So it takes a while. Mahirap talaga magtayo ng negosyo. It's just a lot of hard work, a lot of discipline, a lot of empowerment, your people, and you have to have good people there. That's why we believe that we always say to them that we treat each and everyone as a family. Diba sila mo, you serve your people first eh. Kasi they're the one that will bring you to the next level eh. Kasi magaling ka nga pero wala kang tao. Anong kwenta no? I was invited on a leadership program. And I was, so they asked me, Mr. Lee, so is there any secret about these things in life? I said, no, I just teach you 2 words, which is the most important. You need to be a servant leader. Servant leader. Serve your people. You need to empower your people, di ba? You take care of your people so that they can help you scale your business. You need to take care of your customer. Serve your customer. You have to give them the right product, the right service, so that they will stay with you. So it's called what we call the power of compounding. You take care of your investors, yung partners natin, so that they will stay with you also, right? So it's just taking care, being a servant leader. And when you continue to do that, then there will be a big difference between what is good and great, di ba?
Walang bagay sa mundo ang tiyak o sigurado, pero maaari nating paghandaan ang ating kinabukasan. Save, invest, reinvest. Palaguin natin ang ating pera dahil sabi nga ng ating iniidolong si Edward Lee, karapatan ng bawat Pilipino ang yumaman. Ako po si Ces Orena. Maraming salamat sa inyong panonood sa Usapang Bilyonaryo.